Good morning and welcome to the Morning Reset Live on the Body Rhythm. So good to have you here this morning. Let's go ahead and get started, settle in. If you're sitting down, leaning back against the chair, both feet on the ground, hands resting in the lap. If you're lying down, maybe a pillow underneath the head, pillow underneath the legs, letting the hands rest by the sides, or maybe touching the body on the lower belly. Begin to close the eyes or soften the gaze and settle in. Noticing the inhales moving through the nostril, the breath inflates the lungs. And the exhale, the breath moves from the lungs up and out through the nose, and the lungs soften. Inhale, the lungs, the ribs expand, and exhale, the lungs, the ribs soften. Inhale. And on the next exhale, feel the sensation of moving down. Inhale. And exhale, you're moving down, down, down into the support beneath you. Inhale. Exhale, softening down, down, down into the support beneath you. Let the forehead begin to smooth out as the thoughts begin to smooth out. Let the cheeks begin to soften down. The jaw begins to soften down. The shoulders begin to soften down, down, down. And feel yourself fully supported by the earth beneath you. And for your next exhale, I offer the mantra of "Thy will be done." And thy can be God, it can be the universe, it can be whoever your idea of someone or something that has your back. Inhale. Exhale. Thy will be done. Inhale. Exhale. Thy will be done. Inhale. Exhale. Thy will be done. Do a few more rounds with every exhale, repeating thy will be done. Then let go of the mantra and let your breath return back to to its normal rhythm with the inhale and the exhale. And then slowly opening up the eyes, taking in the room, the space all around you. So good to have you here today. And this is one thing I've been thinking about, is this idea of support. And I talked a little bit about it last week, but this idea that women's bodies are different than men's bodies, and women need support and safety and connection and laughter and relationship to thrive, but that's not really the right word, to live in harmony and greater connection to ourselves so that we can experience more harmony in the mind and in the body and in our soul. And so often when we get into go mode, right, where we're feeling like we have to provide all the answers all the time to everyone, we forget what it is like to live in connection, to live in a world where we feel safe and supported. And so it's so important when I teach or when I'm working with someone to create that feeling of safety and support in the body, because the body talks to the mind. And sometimes when the mind is in control, we can't feel what the body is feeling. And so when we draw the awareness down, down, down to the support of the earth beneath us, the support that is always there, the support that can handle whatever we give to it, we begin to create that felt sense of safety in the body. And then that felt sense of safety in the body begins to communicate up to the mind that, hey, everything is safe here. We're all good. We can begin to relax a little bit. We can begin to rest. We can move from the sympathetic nervous system response into the more parasympathetic rest and digest response. And when we begin to move from sympathetic to parasympathetic, we begin to notice that our digestion gets a bit better, that our immunity improves, our reproduction systems come back online, our sleep gets a little bit better, our response even to the stressor gets a little bit better. We're not so reactive and irritable and inflamed. So the more that we can begin to create these times, these minutes, these seconds of safety in the body, the more we begin to tap in to that felt sense that can then communicate to the mind, and then the mind can begin to smooth out a little bit more. But creating the felt sense of safety and support does require us to be a little bit more deliberate, to take a moment of space for ourselves, a moment where we can go outside and feel our feet touching the warm earth, or moving in the grass, or feeling the sunshine on our face, or feeling the breeze through our hair. All of these small moments of giving ourselves the spaciousness to feel safety and to feel support. And so as you move through the rest of your day today and the rest of this week, maybe the rest of this month, begin to notice perhaps areas, maybe it's just a minute or two, of where you can begin to create space in your daily life to give your body, your physiology, what it needs, which is safety, support, and connection. I'd love to hear if you are able to create these spaces in your day, and if you do, what it feels like for you. Comment below, let me know. And please subscribe. It helps the channel grow, but it also reminds you of these practices that I bring once a week, every Tuesday, live at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And have a wonderful day. Be blessed, be well, and nourished.